Jacob Zuma is only loyal to himself and his children. Look at how he has dealt with Dr. John Hlophe. The man was impeached as a judge because of trying to protect Jacob Zuma. But look at what Zuma has done to him now. In the world of Jacob Zuma, loyalty is the most valuable currency. But what happens when the most loyal ally, a man who risked his entire career for Zuma's benefit, is suddenly cast out? This is a story of Dr. John Hlophe, the first judge to be impeached in democratic South Africa for doing a political favor to Jacob Zuma. Yet, when he joined Zuma's new political venture, Hlophe has all of a sudden been swiftly suspended by the very man he sought to protect. This dramatic move, executed on the grounds of internal party discipline, lays bare the chilling truth that Jacob Zuma's primary loyalty is not his allies, but to the ruthless demand of his own political agenda. To understand the betrayal, we must look back to 2008, when John Hlophe, the then Judge President of the Western Cape, was accused of gross misconduct. His crime: he allegedly attempted to improperly influence two Constitutional Court judges to rule in favor of the then Deputy President Jacob Zuma in a pending corruption case. Hlophe denied the claims, but the findings of the gross misconduct was confirmed after a prolonged 16-year battle, culminating in Hlophe's historic impeachment in 2024. Hlophe sacrificed his position, his reputation, and his seat in the highest bench, all in all, in an alleged bid to aid Jacob Zuma. In the eyes of many political observers, Hlophe had earned a life debt from the former president, a belief that was seemingly paid when Jacob Zuma welcomed Hlophe into a high-ranking position within the Umkhonto Party to be his deputy leader of the MK Party, and also the leader of the Umkhonto Party in parliament. That debt was abruptly and publicly cancelled. As president of the Umkhonto Party, Jacob Zuma issued a decision to suspend Dr. John Hlophe from his role as the party's deputy president and leader of his parliamentary caucus. The stated reason was a breach of collective leadership. Hlophe had unilaterally effected leadership changes in parliament without consulting Zuma or the party's top structures. But there's no party top structures. The party top structures is Jacob Zuma and Duduzile Zuma. That's a fact. The irony is stuck. John Hlophe was removed from his judicial post for a breach of judicial independence on behalf of Jacob Zuma. He was removed from his political post for a breach of party discipline on behalf of the parties Zuma controls. In the Umkhonto Party, unlike in the Constitutional Court, there are no long drawn-out appeal processes. Political loyalty is immediate, total, and disposable. The move reinforces the long-standing critique that Jacob Zuma's political style is deeply paternalistic. Commentators have frequently likened his approach to that of a traditional chief, using his office to distribute patronage and demand absolute personal allegiance. When Hlophe acted unilaterally, even if it was on party matters, he demonstrated an independent political power that threatened Jacob Zuma's total control. That's where the matter lies. This is where the charge of only loyal to his children gains traction. Jacob Zuma's children remain free to engage in controversial and highly political actions, often in defense of their father, seemingly inhuman from the disciplinary acts wielded against the allies like Hlophe. Remember when Duduzile Zuma, early on at the beginning of this year, when Floyd Shibaba was still the Secretary General of the Mkhonto Party, Duduzile Zuma went on a public platform, X, formerly known as Twitter, to insult the sitting Secretary General of the party. All that was demanded from Duduzile, it was that she must apologize. She gave a fake apology. She only apologized to Jacob Zuma, who was not offended by those, but did not apologize to the person whom she had attacked, which is Floyd Shibaba. But she was never expelled. You see? So for Zuma, family is a personal sanctuary. Political alliances are merely tools to be sharpened and discarded when they threaten the ultimate power structure. The suspension of Dr. John Hlophe is more than just an internal party squabble. It is a profound political lesson. It teaches that in Jacob Zuma's political universe, loyalty must be transactional and strictly subservient to the commander-in-chief's vision. When an ally's independence, even the independence of a debt of honor, clashes with the immediate need for absolute control, the ally is jettisoned. The cost of disobedience, even for the most loyal foot soldier, is immediate political execution. It was Julius Malema who, when he was being expelled from the ANC, said that Jacob Zuma uses people and then throw them out like they are used condoms. You then realize, check the pattern of how Jacob Zuma has always related to people, especially those who worked under him or those who worked with him. You realize that he has mastered this art of using people and then discard them at a later stage. And also the arrival of Tony Yenge, who upon his arrival was elevated as the MK party's second deputy president, was giving a signal of where Jacob Zuma is moving. It's quite sad that Dr. John Hlophe has had to pay this price because, as it has been shown and demonstrated, Jacob Zuma is only loyal to himself and his children. Thank you very, very much, guys, for tuning in. My name is Tebs Kosana. The name of the platform is Izwi Labansundu, the voice for Africans. Kama Kuma Africa.